They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, so I would be a fool to leave my eyes exposed. In the dark I glow, I got neo soul, so with my eyes closed I can see a lot when it's told. I've been exposed, the stories of rose made with pure gold, pearly white gates with the diamond handles. Trying to hustle hard so my family can go down Wall Street without them folks calling us broke. I've been rich before, bro, but not in this lifetime. These kids got swag, but it's not quite like mine. Walked in the crib, my girl watching that Lifetime. She hit me with a question, now I'm down in my lifeline. My life is like a show that hasn't made it to prime time. I'ma skip that prime time and chill in the limelight. A 9mm don't shoot like a 4.5. Mathematic flow, boy, I'm spitting that Einstein. Dog, I swear I must have killed that pussy like 9 times. Now she spoiled and she wanna dine and some fine wine. We ain't jewelry shopping, but you just picked a fine time. Peace, I gotta go, I drop you off at the bus line. I used to kick dirt, now when I travel I touchdown. Ghouls will make you eat dirt for talking about us now. Used to be a boy, I'm on my grown man-ish. And if your life sucks, I'm trying to get to know that bitch. If he's cool, then baby, I'm cold as shit. Matter of fact, I don't know nobody cold as this. I'm built for this itch, they trying to study my blueprints. I'm so Swayze, like I studied the blueprint.
Money coming in, so we up now. When I was broke, they wouldn't touch down. Started from the bottom of the bed, man. Had to get it fast, with no vision.
We was lights out, trying to find a way out. Damn, look where I'm at now. I used to be on rocky grounds, but it's solid now. Homies I used to call friends, they ain't solid now. Situations change, I got problems now. Never worry about the haters, focus on the win. When I was down and out, they weren't focused in. Get a little bread, they all focused in. I chose to look at life through a different lens. And my lady stayed down for it all. Take flight, touchdown, we don't round trip at all. We stay, fuck up the towns and the mall. It's her day for being down for the cause.
Yo, what's good, peoples? What's good, man? Y'all come in, hit the like button. Let's fucking go. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all heard me in that, that false pattern space. Got a little ahead of myself. Just energy, just happy the way things are going. Things ain't solidified yet. Still got a ways to go. Some deliberations need to be had before the final decision come down. I do think Microsoft is in an incredible position after today, and I think over the next 2 days with Bobby and Satya and Amy, the CFO of Microsoft, kind of wrapping things up. But as y'all come in, hit the like button, man, and I'm finna shout you all out, and then we're gonna get the politicking, man, on what took place today. I'm glad to see more of the community invested in this momentous occasion. Regardless which way it goes, it's going to have a significant impact on the industry for years to come. So who we got in the chat on this late night? Who we got? Let me see here. Max City, one of the baddest bots in the land. What's up? Dolo Hove, what's good? We got James Thomas, what's up? One Punch Jedi, what's good? Mozan Schmeek, what's up? HB, what's good? Badil, what's good? Barry, I always either call you Badil or Barry. Thriller Ali, what's up? We got Salt Wagon, Blase, what's good? Snooky, Dilky, what's good, Snooky? Enigmatic Dreams, what's up? MCMC, what's up? Who we got? Mr. 7 Digits. Why you so serious? What's good? Why so serious? We got Iron Mike. We got Zakari back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who else? Alex Cola. What's good, Alexi? I said Alex. What's good, Alexi? I'm messing up your name already. Yeah, so thank y'all for showing up on this late night edition of They Got Their Ass Handed to Them 3 days in a row. No, Now, thank y'all for chilling. We're just gonna politic about what happened today. I'm gonna get y'all perspective, and then what I'm gonna do is, since yesterday I was supposed to do an open panel, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. I'm gonna let you guys come in, and then so I can and treat it like a Twitter space. Long as y'all be respectful, don't come in on no trolling or anything like that. I'm gonna let you guys come up so y'all can speak y'all piece, kind of elaborate on what has taken place so far with the case and where y'all see it going. Frizzle, Elzo, Tazzle, what the dazzle, Elzo, Frazzle. You feel me? Cutthroat 21, what's up? What's up? Jeremy Brown, what's good? Long live the Black Mamba, what's good? Sean A. Harris was good. And we got Dr. J, Mr. H. Okay, we got some returning people. They coming back. Okay. All right, man. Today was let's see here. Where we want to start? I'll do Suicide King. What's up, fam? Hold on. Suicide King, what's up, fam? Your baby father, what's good? What's good, your baby father? King Middleton, what's up? Tribal Rampage was good. Love of God, look, love of God be on me. Love of God, love of God be on hit me up on Twitter every day. You going live? You going live? Love of God be pressing me every day, making sure I go live. PlayStation about to get swept. Y'all, Jay Rembert, y'all crazy. Y'all lighting up the chat already, man. What's good? What's up? We're gonna have a late one. 6200 block. What's good? Dre, what up? I gotta get my boy on. I gotta get my boy on. My boy wanted to cook in that Twitter space, and he didn't get a chance to cook. So I'm gonna let me see. Let me see here. Give me just a second here. All right. So give me just a second. Let me pull up some of the notes from today. This I mean, this is crazy. Look, man. Oh, what is this? I'll pause reading. Let me stop and close it out. Um um well, this is what I meant. This is as I was saying in that Twitter space, right? Everybody told us, watch out for the FT. Um, well, the CMA was supposed to have been a dark horse, and the CMA played their part. And after the CMA blocking, it was a little dim light there for Microsoft to kind of maneuver and turn this into something which they was able to do. And here we are. Everybody said, watch out for the FTC. The FTC is more powerful than what y'all assume. The FTC is the next dark horse. Um, and I'm not trying to gloat because the case hasn't been um, there hasn't been a decision made on the case yet. Okay. All right. So give me just a second here. Give me just a second here. This week. Show it. Okay. All right. So I'm back. I was just DMing some people. Stinger 77, what's up? Okay. Look. Okay, so we're gonna talk about a lot. We're gonna talk about what happened on the case today, and then the PlayStation community. I don't know what's going on. I have never seen them this hysterical. in terms of the community, in terms of the fallout and the response over this whole thing. What? Hold on, bro. I never seen them this hysterical over all of this that's going on, and it's crazy. So we give me just let me pull up this. Let me pull up some of the stuff that took place today. I am going to do a I'm going to let y'all come up, and we're going to do that very soon because I at first matter of fact we finna do that now before I get to cooking because y'all know how long-winded I am, right? Y'all know how long-winded I am. Now I will say this: when I drop the link in the chat, please come up here, be respectful, don't troll, respect the channel, um, and then we can rock, we can have a conversation, and then the next person comes up. But this is me just want to engage with y'all more, not just in the chat, but to really allow y'all to politic and elaborate because there's only so many characters you can type in the chat. Okay, so I want y'all to give me y'all perspective on today and the last couple of days with this merger. Give me just a second here. Let me get this set up. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Let me put this on. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna drop the link in there. Y'all just tell me. I just want to know, based on what y'all heard from Monday and Tuesday and today, in terms of all the information that came out. Just want to see y'all mindset on where y'all at with this whole deal. How y'all feel about the FTC and the tactics they've been taking in regards to being an opposition towards Microsoft. What do y'all feel about Jim Ryan and PlayStation stance and his shit and lying and fumbling and going back and forth for the deal, against the deal, for the contract? I don't want the contract. I just want to block the deal. So let's do this. No, hold on. We finna drop this link. I'm finna drop this link. And let me see here. Here we go. There we go, right there. That's the link. That's the link. Y'all come on in. Don't be scared either. Don't be scared to come up. Yes, sir. Jax 82 say this is done. Jim Ryan don't matter. Let's see who's gonna come up, man. Is anybody gonna come? Dog Lord Fusion, what's up? KT the GOAT, what's up? Yes, sir. Is anybody gonna come up, man? Y'all might be scared, man. I might have to come just do my thing, man. I'm trying to engage with y'all a little bit more. Let me see here. Let me do this here. Let me bring this up. So I can kind of notes. Okay. So today was day 3 of the case, and we had pretty much this was the day for the post up. It's not fair. Today was the day where the Economist kind of took a majority of the time today. The Economist. We had that hour and 10-minute deposition from Jim Ryan. And Jim Ryan was questioned. He was questioned about that email in terms of him saying to his old boss, what's his name, Deering, about how he didn't like that this happened, but Sony will be okay. They will be more than okay. They have some good things cooking. and he was attributing that statement to the fact that they was in a process of acquiring Bungie, and he made an assumption that he assumed that that comment was in relation to that when he said we have good things cooking. That the good things that was cooking was the fact that they was acquiring Bungie right after the Activision acquisition announcement. I know a lot of people. I know in my perspective, I thought he was talking about games and things like that. But given at the time the comment was made, it was in relation to them announcing the acquisition of Bungie a couple days after the Activision announcement was made. Um, my perspective is, especially on the Jim Ryan portion, is listening to his deposition, and the Microsoft lawyers did they've been doing a hell of a job throughout this whole trial. For anybody that's been able to listen to this trial, Microsoft hired some of the best lawyers in the world, and they are very, very expensive. But listening to this trial, they are worth every fucking penny, because Beth Wilkerson and the other lady that was grilling them Tuesday with Sarah Bond, just incredible. But Beth is just, she's a killer. She's a killer. She's the type to set eye on a prey, lock them down, and just choke them out until they breathing for air and can't breathe no more. And even when they can't breathe, just keep choking. Because she was pressing this economist so bad that he was making some of the most irrational statements about his own model, right? And his own economic perspective. It was crazy. And I was reading in the DM, having a conversation with a few people, and even going to the forums like on Reset Era, and they was in the same agreement that they was like throw in the towel. Some people felt bad for him. It was that bad. Um, but back to Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan came into that deposition with a memory loss. At least that was his take, right? He tried to deny a lot of stuff, but he, he couldn't deny he got pressed by Microsoft lawyers. And in some cases they made him answer stuff that he was trying to work his way around. Especially when it came to that email about it's not about exclusivity, it's bigger than that. They aiming for something bigger. And then the other comment that was made months later, that he wasn't worried about. He kind of double and triple down on not worrying about Call of Duty being taken from PlayStation, even if it was. But then he doubled down too also on the fact that he knew Microsoft wasn't going to take Call of Duty from PlayStation. And he got grilled about this, even to the point where um, and he made some rather funny statements too. But he got grilled about those comments with Beth. Let me pull this up here. Let me see here. Nope. Right. And so it's crazy. He tried to be consistent and in line with the FTC's arguments, right? He tried his best to negate Nintendo, right? He tried his best. He tried his best to separate the markets. He tried his best to say, look, it's just Xbox and PlayStation, and we don't consider Nintendo a competitor. But if you was just in the Twitter space, and my great brother Everborn, who I was trying to get on, but we're gonna get Everborn back on the show late in the week, hopefully on the weekend, Saturday show. We're gonna try to get Everborn because all of this stuff will be over by then, and we could probably do a wrap up show for the whole week. And so I want bro to come on because bro wanted to cook in that Twitter space, and False Pat cut him off. But I know False Pat probably tired with all that transcribing he was doing. But Jim Ryan, for the better part of this trial, his favorite line throughout this whole process was, "I don't know. I don't know." He said I don't know so many times when he couldn't get it, and he was trying to be effectively dodgy, but the Microsoft lawyers wouldn't allow him to dodge the questions, and in some cases they made him give a definitive answer.
Yes or no question.
Yeah, yes or no question. They was pressing him like that, especially in regards of exclusivity. I do wish
I know I got an example. They asked him about have they had a cloud platform since 2014, and his answer was, well, our current cloud platform, we started that a year ago or two years ago.
Yeah.
They have rephrased the question. You've been in cloud
yeah, he
for
tried
a few years now.
Yeah, he tried to dodge that. So she was like, when he said, well, our current cloud situation has been a year, but she was like, well, but didn't y'all introduce PS Now in 2014? And he tried to get around that. So she was like, it's been around 8 years. So she was effectively saying, look, y'all got to cloud before everybody. Y'all got that before everybody. You should be in a greater position than complaining right now. Thriller Ali, what's up?
What's up, fellas? How you doing, Post?
Man, what's good, Ali?
Good?
Talk to us. What you think about what's been going on with this trial, brother?
It sounds like the judge is fed up listening to it.
Yeah,
because
she was fed up.
She be cutting the other
that
people
economist.
Off. Yeah, like you didn't talk to enough. I don't need to hear that. Especially when she was trying to. I mean, they were trying to negotiate which games they're gonna under oath try to make Phil say like, you what about Diablo? Say no, we ain't here for that.
Yeah.
It sounds very unprofessional. Like it's just they're just going through the motions.
Yeah. Shout out to Bulk with the $5. Appreciate your coverage post. Salute, man. We appreciate your support. So your overall perspective of you think it's anything can happen. We don't know which way this judge is gonna go. What's your percentage that it goes through, or some stall tactics there?
I mean, right now I feel as though I'm about like 90% is going to go through because this judge, unless some bombshell comes within the next 2 days, I don't see her rolling this and giving them no extension. Because it's just everything been damaged. Like their own witnesses are talking against them. The dude from Stadium's like, well, no, Nintendo, their competition. It's just like they shoot themselves in the foot. Like, whose side you on? You put to be our witness,
Did you watch it today? Were you able to hear it or watch it today, Thriller?
Partially, because it's almost like you catch them bootleg streams. They be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. I do want to say this, man. Please stop streaming this shit to YouTube. Y'all about to fuck it up for everybody. Now the judge had already caught wind that y'all was streaming this shit. It might come tomorrow where she say, okay, we got word that it's still been streamed on YouTube. We're gonna disconnect the stream for the next 2 days, and we don't get access to none but waiting on False Patent and everybody else who's actually there to transcribe it. Y'all fucking it up for everybody, not just in this case. Like you said, this is across the United States, period. This is in beta test right now, where they're testing this whole thing. And if y'all can't abide by their rules and stuff like that, then they ain't gonna let us get they ain't gonna let us get access to it. Shout out to my brother 108 Dragon. If this don't pass, our court system suck ass. Facts with the bars. Yeah, but you got anything else to say, Thriller?
No, man. I just like I said, I'm waiting, ready for this to be over so they can go to the next one. We need that thing in our life next.
For sure, man. Thanks for coming up and supporting the show, brother.
Oh, no problems.
All right. The link is in the chat, man. Anybody else want to come up, speak their piece on what's been going on throughout the week? Don't be afraid to hit that link. We're trying to create a culture where we're more involved with the chat, not just talk. Who we got? Alan? Who we got here? Alan Gaming with Jay. What's good?
What up, post? What up?
What's
Noah.
good? What's going on with your pastor?
I'm there, cool, man. I'm there watching. I'm there watching the circus, man.
Okay, so first pass. I'm gonna sit you to the side for a second.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Because we got Ray in there up here on the panel. The others ain't.
What's up, man?
What's
Yeah, this
good,
is
brother?
a representative of Ray Ray's team out here. Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's good, brother? Talk your talk.
What up?
Hey, man. Hey, what's up, Pastor, man? I like your shows, man.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Thanks, man.
hey, the deal is going 100% go through.
Okay, break
Uh,
it down for us.
this is stuff that's factual.
Mhm,
There's no hypotheticals. This is 100% business.
mhm.
And even if it didn't go through today, which I highly doubt, it won't sign up on time. Saying what is the final day? July
July 18th.
18th.
Yeah.
No way it if even if it goes past that, this is Microsoft.
Mhm.
When they want something, they go get it. This is theirs.
Talk that
Okay.
shit.
And I
Okay.
mean, man, dude,
Oh,
I didn't study Microsoft 4 to 5 years. It took me to graduate college for
okay.
nothing. I
Okay.
mean, this is what they do.
Mhm.
When they have something that they want, they go
Mhm.
get it. You could ask IBM in the 70s when they tried to take a young Bill Gates over this. Bill Gates is like,
Mm.
no, bro, I'm smarter than that.
Mm.
You're not taking my company. Um, Apple, when uh, everybody was trying to, shake
Steve
down
Jobs.
Microsoft. Yeah, Bill Gates is like, hey, we'll give him 150 million. Bill Gates is walking out the door.
Mm.
The judge said, no, we have to figure out how are they going to pay this 150 million back. Bill Gates turned around and was like, no, fuck that, judge. Let them have it. They can keep
Oh,
it.
talk that shit.
They can keep that 150 million. And then if you look at it this way, people saying they don't want to waste the money. Hey, man, that money is earning interest right now. Okay.
Mm.
So it's already a company that's waiting for a Supreme Court hearing.
Mhm.
They don't have Microsoft money, so where do you think they get this money from?
Mm.
This is the world's most powerful company,
Mm.
period. Their investments are too heavy. And when you have the leading investor of our time, Warren Buffett, that owns more than 17% of Activision because he invested
Mm.
so heavily. No, man, this is going through. And it's a circus. I really enjoy you guys running the show,
Mhm.
giving us a feedback. Because sometimes, man, I just can't follow along.
Mhm.
And shout out to my guy that ran it today. I was one of the only ones on the stream, but I had to work. I was listening to every word. Um, what's your guy on your show?
Who? Mello?
Mello, man. Man, I'm so happy he had that stream. Listened to the entire thing.
Mhm.
Well, the entire thing of what he had. I missed Jim Ryan. I don't know how I missed him. And when you guys started talking about Jim Ryan, that's what I really wanted to hear about. But man, this thing is going down, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. And like you said, hey, how my favorite lady, and I'm gonna let you guys go. You know, so other people want to jump on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, talk your talk, brother.
Hey, the lady that came on, I think she overstepped Lulu Chen Mesave, and I love that woman.
You
But
talking
this,
about the economist?
hey, bruh, she said, "Hey, I get paid $1,500 an hour."
The 1,200 an hour. Oh,
1,200. She said, like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. She said, I don't know who that shade tree economist you got that didn't know nothing,
no, she
but
came up
Lee.
throwing shade at bro. She came.
hey, hey, how about this one, guys? The dude, the attorney was cross-examining her. Well, did you have numbers for Microsoft? She said, yes, I did. And this is what I did with that shit. Then he said, well, did you have Sony's numbers? And she was about to say, yeah. And then the dude jumped in and was like, what you gonna do? Blah, 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 blah. She's like, hey, nigga, I said I had Sony's numbers. And here's what I did with that shit. See, that's what she really meant to say. You know, she smacked him right in the face. And I stopped work and I said, I typed in Mello's chat, I said, she told him to shut his bitch ass the fuck up. That was the highlight of my day, man. I mean, I love this. And when people say, I, I can't wait for this to end, let me tell you something. I never want to go back to school. Okay. It was hard to get out of there. It was tough, especially playing basketball was hard. But I could only imagine going through the college of business, and this would be the topic of discussion. And it would be all over the place. This deal here is going to be studied in every university across the world for the next 100 years. This is it. I mean, this, especially
Jesus Christ.
in entertainment, th- this is the biggest thing going. Man, there are
What the hell is going on?
continents that are looking forward to this. And one of the things that struck me is this professor from Montana. He said, I don't see why this deal is not going through. We plan to use this as an area of, I forget exactly what he said, not study and making money. This is going to give us a new avenue here. Oh, man, they will just this means too much. Hey, you know, I never questioned Hoglaw. I questioned him once, and he actually acknowledged me. And he's like, "Yeah, you're right," but he went a different way. Hogue said something that was incorrect. He said the FTC's job isn't for this country alone. Hogue is wrong. Our interests come first, and that's what Congress put on Lena Khan's head, then denied her funding. No, you have to do what we hired you for. The president may have selected you, but you're going to be up out of here if you don't do a better job. And if two American companies can't merge, here's the ramifications of that. Wherever the most people are employed, those little league teams don't get funding anymore. They donate a lot to little softball teams, little league baseball teams, little basketball teams, schools, roads, hospitals. Dude, you're messing with our economy here. No, we don't play that. And I said on Sean and Dirt's show, probably a month after Phil announced this, I said the only thing, and everybody started talking about the CMA and the FTC. I said the only thing the EU, because that was the big talk back then that they weren't going to let it go through. I said the only thing that they could achieve by going against Microsoft this hard is being disbanded. And what's happening now? Parliament is seeing ways of stripping the CMA. Congress just put barbecue sauce on Lena Khan's feet. Dude, these jokers about to get ripped up. I don't see Lena Khan making it a year at heading the FTC. But man, hey, I'm glad I looked at that chat. I was over here playing Redfall, a game that everybody told me wouldn't shit. So, you know, I'm glad I looked down and saw that you had StreamYard in here where I could come in here and talk a little shit for Ray and them team. But anyway, man, I want to hear you guys talk some more because I didn't hear anything about Jim Ryan, and I hope you guys have some more examples of that. But thanks for having me on the show. I'll let you guys rock.
Yeah, man.
All right, fellas.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
back. I'm back.
All right,
I'm back.
all right, man.
All right,
Peace.
thanks, Zing, man. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, now
Appreciate
later.
you, bro.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, puss. For me,
Pastor,
what up, man? For
what's
me,
good, Pastor? Hold
I
on,
don't
hold on,
think,
Pastor. Before you go, though, before you go, Pastor. Shout out to Drawn TJ with the $5. High post up in panel. Everyone, please hit the like button. Microsoft, Shabasega, WB, and Bandai Nemco. Y'all going crazy. Verge Bristle with the $2. What's up? Post up. What's good, Verge? And Buck with the $10. Post, I think Satya and Kodak will focus foreign competition and protecting markets. Also, Kodak negotiate COD with Sony since 2013. He know where all bodies are buried. He can say literally anything. Yes. He's under oath, so he can be questioned even about confidential stuff that we might not get. Our ears might not be privy to. You know, when they mute the mic and stuff like that. But he can go over all type of agreements, how they work, how they break down, what type of anti-competitive agreements Sony and them be negotiating and stuff. All that. Go ahead, Pastor.
yeah, I don't think the FTC lawyers was ready. I think that they rushed this case, too fast, and they didn't prepare well, because they're making some real, amateur mistakes. Like for example, when the lawyer was questioning the economist Lee, the lawyer asks, so before this deal passed, and you could make an agreement with Microsoft to put Call of Duty on PlayStation, and Lee said yes, it's possible. And he said, so okay, so what? Have an example of PlayStation doing that? And the Microsoft lawyers, they knew the stuff. He said, and Sony can pay to make some games exclusive. He said, okay, what example you have of that? And guess what game he called?
The Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, man. So Microsoft lawyers are in depth of what is going on in the gaming industry, and they are ready for Sony. As Ricky Brown said when I was on his show, it makes no sense that they brought Jim Ryan to the stand. Jim Ryan said that he don't see Starfield being a major issue being exclusive. He said he don't like it, but he not seen it being a major issue. Although the lawyers of the FTC was making it sound like it was an issue, and even they brought GeForce Now, who is in agreement with the merger. So they're sounding like they weren't ready for this court battle, and they're basically sounding weak.
That's the most surprising part. You would think they had over a year, right? Over a year to prepare for this court case.
Why did they rush it though? Why did they rush it? Because remember, by signing was it an injunction of Microsoft? That is why they were able to.
They rushed it because Microsoft put pressure on them to rush it, right? FTC was trying to buy their time and prolong the case so it can go beyond the July 18th final date, and kind of force the shareholders to walk away, Microsoft and Activision. But when Microsoft put it out in the media that they was going to close over the FTC and possibly the CMA, the FTC was in two positions. They either could call Microsoft bluff, or they could take them serious, which they did. And so they ran to the court to get a temporary, TRO, a TRO, and a temporary order, restriction order, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so they had to go do that because they was forced to do that. What happened when they did that, it forced them to get in front of a federal court, which they didn't want to because they know they didn't have a case. Now that they're in front of federal court, you see why they didn't want to get in front of a federal court, because of the very same thing you've been seeing over these last couple of days.
But you saw the trap card the lawyers of Microsoft pulled on the Economist Lee, because they
Yeah.
asked him, does exclusive games themselves harm competition?
Well,
And he knew he could not say yes, and he knew he couldn't say no.
no, right.
No, he knew that, because if he said yes, it does, then the lawyer could have said, but isn't that what Sony does?
Yeah.
Right? And if it is he say no, then he would say, so then what's the issue with Call of Duty? What's the issue with stuff? You understand?
Well, you
So
notice the economist never gave a yes or no answer whenever he was asked a question. He always
yeah.
went on these elaborate rants of I'm an economist, so I did. He never gave really a yes or no answer. He just rambled a lot, but that put him in weird predicaments and allowed Microsoft lawyers to kind of pick him apart a bit.
But you know what's crazy? We know that Satya Nadella, he is taking this stand when tomorrow.
Yes.
And we know that, he have a confidence when it is he's talking. He have I don't know how to describe it, boy. He knows his stuff, right? Basically.
So what happens is that the Microsoft economist that got cut off today, she has about 20 or 30 minutes left. I think they're going to allow her to finish up tomorrow.
Right.
And then Bobby Kotick is in the morning. It should be around when the trial kicks off. And then due to the government, Nadalia is going to come in at around 1:30. I don't think he's going to be on the stand for too long.
Right.
Because right now I'm looking at a picture of him and Joe Biden together.
Yeah, I'm watching it right
so we don't know what's going on. I do want to say this though, and then I'm gonna let my brother 108 Dragons TV give his perspective. It's crazy that Jim Ryan in the early questioning, when they was questioning him about exclusives, he stated that exclusive decides what console of choice the consumer is going to choose.
All right.
Right? He stated that earlier in the trial. Right? And I don't want and see that's why I was wondering why the Microsoft lawyers didn't bring this up. Because if you go back, it was kind of counterfactual to what the Economist was blaming Microsoft for. You sit up here and saying Microsoft is going to do this and do that, and they have the ability to remove players from PlayStation and bring them over to Xbox. But Jim Ryan just stated early in the deposition that exclusives are.
Yeah,
it didn't make no sense, but
no sense.
Yes, sir. You can chill for a minute, Pastor.
Yeah, man.
You know what you there?
Yep.
Let's talk to the people, man. You got the stage. I'm gonna let you rock, bro. What? See, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me take this on screen so y'all can really see, bro. Is that the crying pony face?
Yo, he got the mask.
Yo, is that the crying pony? Yo, bro, this
that's custom made, man.
You ain't even gotta say that, bro. That face says it all, bro. They out here just like that, bro. Hey, he need the skull cap, Mr. 7 Digit. He just needs the skull cap. Go ahead, cook one of it.
I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to the people. Let me introduce myself. My first name is Pony. My last name Tears. Listen, my father Jim Ryan. I might need counseling after this, man. Who gonna pay for this shit? I gotta switch teams. Halo, come pay for this shit. I'm watching this court case. The goddamn, did Microsoft pay the witnesses? The execs is falling apart. The lawyers don't know what to ask.
Man.
Goddamn post up, and you ain't making it no better. You and that Everborn, y'all ain't shit. You know what? I'm gonna find the nearest skyscraper, and I'm jumping the fuck off. Fuck y'all. I'm out.
Yo, got it. Put the 108 in the chat. Put the 108s in the chat. I need y'all to put 108 in the chat right now for my boy. Put the 108s in the chat for my boy right now, man. Bro. Yo, he just went crazy. Bro, where did he find that face?
That's the king of props right there, bro.
Bro.
That man got all the props. Starfield, Crying Pony. God dog it.
Yo, when I was looking at that face, I was waiting on Dirk Riggin to say, "You piece of shit." the crying voice he do for the ponies, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to 108 Dragon, man. I don't know where he get this shit from, bro. That face is a meme, and he literally got the face, bro.
He got it.
bro, man, make sure y'all let me drop his link real quick. Make sure y'all support bro channel, man. Bro be going crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. He done turned a meme into a real mask. Wow. That's his channel, man. Y'all make sure y'all click the link and subscribe to his channel, man. Support bro. Bro just went crazy with the mask, yo.
Post up.
Yeah.
I've missed all of what is going on with the FTC and the in the court case and so forth.
So this is go ahead.
Right now, I recently sold my grill. Because the temperature I'm looking for, I'm hearing that the PlayStation 5 have it. Like grill food, the grilled steak, goat meat.
I get where
because
you're going.
Right now the PlayStation 5 is just burning up like fire.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is. So we'll get to that, but I really want to stress and because I want to talk about some of the hypocrisy that's going on. Shout out to Adidas with the $2 Microsoft up 3.0. Definitely are, right? So in this court case, right, in this trial, FTC has been protecting Sony. They have been defending Sony. And matter of fact, even going as far as representing Sony in this case and trying to fight and negotiate for Sony in this case, which is incredible. One of the things that's kept coming up, especially with that email retaining to Matt Booty in regards to him wanting to take Sony out or spin Sony out of the business, right? So shout out to my brother J Rock because he found this old interview that was done back in 2020, and it was Jim Ryan O's boss on Daring, the one that Jim Ryan was emailing, was having an email conversation with when he was saying that this is not about exclusivity. This is bigger than that. They're aiming for something bigger. I don't like that this happened, but we're gonna be good. We're gonna be more than good. We got some good things cooking. Jim Ryan was talking to his boss at the time, which was Darren. Darren is no longer a part of Sony. But let me show you their intentions and this was from the PS2 era on. And so Microsoft is getting pretty much pressed about their ability to foreclose Sony or partially foreclose Sony. Look what they said here. We targeted Microsoft from day one. This are Sony execs, right? This the old regime. speaking on their intentions regarding Microsoft and their space in gaming. He said, we targeted Microsoft from day one. We were ruthless. Y'all crying over a Matt Booty email because he said we're in a position to spin Sony out of business, even though he was speaking from his perspective, and he stated in the email that it might not be the consensus of Microsoft itself, meaning the top execs. We targeted Microsoft from day one. We were ruthless, he says. I'm not of this mentality anymore, but at the time it was life or death as far as I was concerned. We had this expression in our business meetings: kill them right at the start and take no prisoners. When it came to Microsoft, I'm going to read that again. We had this expression in our business meetings: kill them right at the start and take no prisoners. When it came to Microsoft, it worked at least for the PS2, and it continued to work on PS3 and PS4, and it'll probably continue to work on PS5 because we drove pals under the strength of the PlayStation equals game concept at the stage when we were getting ready to take Microsoft on. Killed them right at the start.
Yeah.
They let you know their intentions.
That's why they were trying to secure all those third-party deals and trying to, make Microsoft and Xbox seem that they, can't get, these third-party games.
And drag them out of the market.
And, there's something that, some of these Sony fans would say: how could Microsoft be outspent by a company like Sony? But you see, they fail to realize that the market leader would always have preference over a lot of things. The market leader could make a studio game get more how to say a wider audience, more eyes, a bigger player base. So certain studios would prefer to go with the more established company rather than just take money from a company and put their game on it. That is why Sony was able to get all those third-party deals, because they are the market leader.
One reason that came along with the market leader that we found out this week was that Sony is charged less for exclusive content than Microsoft.
What?
Yes. Meaning that Phil Spencer said out of his own mouth that Sony paid cheaper for exclusivities than Microsoft. And that's by leveraging their market position, right? They know they outsell Microsoft for more consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go make these deals, they get them from cheap. On Microsoft's hand, Microsoft is paying double in some cases, probably even more, because the developers are also leveraging on Sony's market position. And most likely what they're saying is that, look, we know you're losing in the console space in terms of sales and this and that. If we put our content exclusive to your box, you not only got to pay us for their content, but you got to pay us for the losses that we're going to lose on PlayStation.
Right.
Our game's not launching on PlayStation. So from that perspective, if you're playing double for content and you're spending more than what you're getting back, then that's bad money. That's bad finances. Something has to change. And so I feel that he was in a position. Either we could keep going tit for tat with this and stuff. It's not going to get us anywhere because due to PlayStation market position, we're always going to be in a position financial wise that we're going to have to pay more for the content than Sony. Then we got to think about, okay, what we're spending, how we're going to recoup it. Are we going to break even, or even if are we going to make a profit, right? So at this point, feel like, look, we're just going to buy the motherfucking publisher the content, and I don't blame them.
Yeah.
And the ones he pinpointed, you take ZeniMax and Bethesda off, you try to take ABK off the table. You start to shortening the publishers Sony can run to for exclusive deals. And even if
Yeah.
they run to them,
They have to go through him.
you got to go through us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to tax you. You're not getting it for cheap over here. And that's
Yeah.
just like what the judge told the FTC lawyer who tried to get Phil to say under oath, he tried to get Phil to commit under oath that Phil will give Sony access to Call of Duty in every other Activision game, regardless of contract stipulation, future contract stipulation, not knowing what the contracts will consist of or what they read.
Right.
He tried to get Phil to promise that those games will continue to go to PlayStation under those stipulations. And the judge cut him off and said, nah, they still gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
The judge literally told the FTC lawyer, nah, we not
But
going.
I thought the FTC was for the people. Why are they sounding like they are for Sony?
That's the question. He literally asked Phil, I want you to promise, without knowing any contracts, without knowing the verbiage of what these contracts are gonna say now and in the future, can you promise all activity? And the judge hopped in like, no, they gonna have to pay. This ain't free. They not getting this for free. They still gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, look, Andre, I'm not lying. That was literally, he literally asked Phil to promise that, and Judge Corley had to cut him off and say, nah, they still gonna have to pay for this. They're not getting this for free. We're
exactly.
not talking.
What kind of business is that? How could they get it for free? That's crazy.
But see,
I don't understand that.
He was trying to get Phil to commit to that under oath. They was being sick.
Yeah, Post ain't capping.
This is not cap. This is actually what was said. He was trying to get Phil to commit to that. Because anything that he's saying under oath, because the judge turned to Phil, right? The judge cut all the lawyers off and turned to Phil and say, Phil, do you commit to keeping Call of Duty on every PlayStation now and in the future? Do you commit to that under oath? And Phil Spencer says, yes, I commit to keeping all versions of Call of Duty, past, present, and future, on PlayStation. And I say that under oath. He said, I will even put my hand on a Bible if I had to. And she asked him this 3 times under oath. And 3 times he committed, saying, look, and then he went further and say, look, I know on social media how people think I'm playing games and tricks and stuff like that. He say, I also want to commit to this oath. I'm not just talking about PlayStation now. I'm talking about all future iterations of PlayStation. There will be a Call of Duty on their platform. And he said that to the judge under oath. She made him commit to that under oath. And I felt as though right there when she made him do that, that was kind of a punch in the gut to the FTC. Because you in the federal court, you under oath. You can't when you
and it strengthens Microsoft's argument that let this deal go through because I already committed this under oath. You have seen that all the talking points that Microsoft is trying to stifle Sony out of the market, that is not holding any kind of water. Just let this deal pass because I've already committed. The main thing that the FTC was concerned about, which is Call of Duty, I've committed that it's going. What's the argument about again?
Exactly. It was a crazy day, though. It was a crazy day.
But this letter you have in front of you, it really shows how Sony was looking at it. That is why.
and still looking at it like that because he had to answer that under oath too in the deposition video
And guess
today.
what, folks? If we are seeing this, that means Phil Spencer and all the executives would have seen this too, right? Because they would
Yeah,
have much more information than us. That is why we could understand Phil Spencer saying, "So if this is what they want to do, guess what? We'll just buy everything." That
yeah.
is why you're seeing Sega is up for sale. You're seeing-
And see, and Jim Ryan is just pouting that he trying to throw a wrench in the sink because and shout out to my brother Everborn who brought this up during the Twitter space. You have the email right where Jim Ryan said they're not worried about that. He knows Call of
right.
Duty is going to stay on PlayStation. Then there
Mm-hmm.
was a meeting fight. The Fidelity Group investment group.
Right.
Jim Ryan had a meeting with the Fidelity Investment Group, and he was questioned about Call of Duty, and he told the Fidelity Investment Group that he was 100% sure that Call of Duty was going to stay on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you can't lie to your investors.
Correct.
And this was also said during this was also brought up during the deposition. Like I said, Microsoft lawyers did an incredible job. Their economists did a better job than the rambling economists that FTC had up there
He
who
didn't
kept
do his homework. He did
yeah
not do his homework.
you can tell that he had fabricated theories and models that was in favor of the FTC. The only issue is he had an issue with kind of explaining those models, right?
Right.
At one point, he even asked the judge, "Can I look at my paper?" Meaning
What?
meaning the paper, like it's like the lawyer and the judge knew more about his model than him.
So what? They got this lawyer from the dollar store or something. What's going on?
Well, well, today Beth Wilkinson, and y'all need to look. She's just incredible, man. If y'all can hear her work. But when the economist first got up there and said his name, he had a different type of energy. Introduced himself, Harvard, up the bam. I'm an economist. I do economics, this and that. I'm just, and he got
Right.
up there and he was, but when Beth went in and got to picking him apart and breaking down his pretty much not only dissecting his model and finding the inefficiencies in it, but also at the same time questioning his competency,
Yeah.
his intellect. You know what I'm saying? To the point where the judge was doing the same thing. I think at one point the judge asked him, like, "You supposed to be the mathematician."
Oh, I got you. He tried to make a point. He was talking about the big circles and the little circles. And they use like 60%, 64% of gamers. What he said, 64% of gamers don't play Call of Duty. But then it contradicted with one of his analysis where he said Call of Duty is either this amount of people's first or second favorite game, and the judge is like, if they don't play Call of Duty, it can't be their first or second game. We're going to lunch. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, she did.
I can't praise it word for word, but this is
She did do that. She did.
Yeah. I mean, that's a bad look. That's a real bad look. You
she
understand?
did do that.
That's a bad look for them.
And at one point they was kind of at some you would think they was teaching him math at that point because it went to that 20% model down to the 5%, and he kept he was all over the place. But they still got him to admit to some things, and it's crazy because even with Jim Ryan and Everborn pointed this out too, that in this case today, the FTC and Sony was trying to separate Nintendo from Sony and Xbox,
Yes.
saying
Yes.
it's two different markets, saying it's not a
Yes.
high power or high performance device. But as Everborn pointed out, if you go look at the merger papers when Sony acquired Bungie, you have
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo, you have them recognizing Nintendo in that merger agreement, in the merge documentations of Sony acquiring Bungie, they are recognizing Xbox and Nintendo as competitors.
Correct.
So that's
Because
public filing documentation. Go ahead, Pastor.
they are all of them in search of trying to get our time. If I am spending time with my Nintendo Switch, I can't spend time with my Xbox. How many of me could have? So the competition is
Mhm.
who you can get to spend time with your box. So how could you say that they are not competition? It makes absolutely no sense. Nintendo is major competition, and that's exactly what the economist said.
They
He said it
are.
would be foolish to say that Nintendo is not competition. Understand? So I mean, it's bad arguments all around for FTC, but I am just I am just intrigued to see how this plays out. So, I mean, I'm seeing things going well for Microsoft, but you never know what could happen. Eh?
Not only that though. My girl just came in
Yeah,
and threw me off. Not only that though. That ain't funny. She get on my nerves. What the fuck I was about to say?
yeah,
I forgot what I was about to say. My bad, y'all.
yeah.
My
It's
bad,
just
y'all.
I just hope thing goes well because again, this would this will no doubt put a little boost on Microsoft. It may not entirely change the market, but yes, it would put a boost on Microsoft. I mean, her getting Blizzard, getting all of those legacy titles. I mean, they could awaken a lot of titles and put it exclusive on
And,
a Microsoft platform.
and you know
I
what's
think that's
really
big.
crazy, Pastor, though?
Hmm. What's that?
The Economist, right?
Hmm.
They're saying Gen 9 consoles only consist of PlayStation and Xbox. They're
Right,
not, they're saying that Nintendo Switch is a Gen 8 console, right?
right.
That is not a Gen 9 console, right?
Hmm.
The Economist, because he didn't have enough data on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, he used Gen 8 consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, right,
Right.
to predict or to predict the outcome of data for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, right?
Hmm.
So in that within that, Nintendo Switch is a Gen 8
Correct. Correct. You can't exclude one, but put
so
that into your
so
statistics. That's
exactly.
crazy.
So you're saying that Nintendo Switch is not a Gen 9 console, it's a Gen 8. You don't have enough data on Gen 9 consoles. So you're excluding Nintendo when it comes to Gen 9 consoles, but you're using Gen 8 consoles data, which the Nintendo Switch fall into to predict the outcome of Gen 9 consoles, but you're still excluding bro, it is bro that bro, this economy in the FTC, bro, they was on pure BS today.
Yeah.
They was
Yeah.
on pure BS today. And what I liked about it was the fact that Microsoft economist, what's her name, Miss Bailey? Oh, she came in with the
Yeah.
facts.
Dr.
She
Bailey.
came in, she had boards, she had charts, percentages. Um, she was breaking down um all gamers versus just Call of Duty gamers versus gamers that don't play Call of Duty at all. She had Microsoft telemetry data. She had Sony telemetry data. And the crazy thing about it is that she used this telemetry data from Microsoft and Sony, you know what I'm saying, to back up her stance that Call of Duty is not an essential input, right? And the
Right.
FTC economist had access to the same telemetry data, and yet he didn't use it to determine his model. I don't know. You had all this data, and you still had to fabricate some shit. just to try to appease the FTC position in this case, and you still took an L?
Correct.
You still took an L? He was trying to say what he was trying to say.
Hear what Lee said also, right? Lee said, Lee said, my economic opinion was that Microsoft likely to foreclose Call of Duty as well as other Activision titles, meaning put them into Game Pass and so forth. There are others in the category like Diablo. So the judge said, but if something is in a subscription service versus a non-subscription service, doesn't that benefit the consumers?
Exactly.
So he was saying that he concerned that Microsoft would put these games into Game Pass, and that would spell trouble for Sony, because guess what? Persons would rather have the subscription service instead of paying $70. But the judge, she's able, although she's not in the gaming industry, she's able to tell, but this is good for consumers. You guys supposed to be fighting for consumers. Why are you guys fighting for Sony?
Exactly. She's saying through the bullshit with that in the subscriptions, because she knew that even if the content's in the subscription service, that they'll be paying less to get access to that content. And he was on some strange shit, even talking about some he was trying to shrink the market to the United States, even though it was a global market, and the old girl proved that. Saying that the price difference throughout different markets.
Let me send this for you.
People will go to Europe if they can. Some shit. Go ahead.
I sent that for you there, post. I don't know if it is you already saw this, but if you scroll up, you would see all the conversation the lawyer and Lee and Dr. Bailey had with the FTC. It's a very interesting reading. You saw it?
Yeah. I was following him and false patent. I was listening too, but it was so much today because the Economist part was so confusing.
Yeah, it was.
It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any. The judge and the lawyers was confused.
Well, I can't explain. He was talking about the big circle. You take the little circle divided by the big circle, you get 5% of the console-based movement.
He was putting everybody in a genjutsu. That was a genjutsu.
Because the price can get increased in the United States, a gamer might choose to go to Europe to buy. like what the fuck is what? Yeah. What are you talking about?
You all saw the breakdown of the top publishers and the revenue behind it. The Nintendo is number one with 18.5%.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. And they said Nintendo is not competition, and Nintendo is number one.
She came in.
Yeah,
she came in saying she said Call of Duty is not an essential for competition, and she made sure she relayed this to the judge, who made a unicorn remark about Call of Duty, saying Call of Duty is like a unicorn. And she was like, nah. We would not call it. We would not call it a unicorn. It is
not a pony. Yeah. It's a pony.
And then she said, Dr. Lee's markets are too narrow and do not align with market realities. She also said the transaction will expand the availability of Activision games.
Yep.
And she went in and broke, especially the not essential for competition part. I think she had a list of other games, and because some of the stuff that she was pointing to, we couldn't see on camera, like the charts with the numbers and all that stuff in. But I do remember her pointing out, saying, "Look, these are the most top played games on PlayStation right now and Xbox right now. This within the top 10." And I don't think, I don't know if Call of Duty was on there, because the way she was explaining it. Then she went into sale numbers and things like that. She was pretty much breaking down why, yes, COD is a big IP, but it's not essential compared to other IPs and things out there. And I always said that the only IP that I consider that's an essential input is Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
GTA, I don't care. GTA is an essential input. It has the ability. It has the ability to shift and migrate users by itself. By
Correct.
itself.
Correct.
It
Correct.
has the power. If Microsoft was to get GTA exclusive, it has the ability to either do one or two things: force PlayStation gamers off PlayStation into Xbox, or force PlayStation gamers to buy an Xbox. GTA has that power.
Yeah.
And one way Dragon says Minecraft. I would say
Yeah.
Minecraft too. And I think in one way, that's why I think in that email where Phil was talking about taking Minecraft Minecraft exclusive, I think he was thinking of in that perspective of, look, we need to do something to kind of shift the culture in terms of bringing more monthly active users into our ecosystem and driving sales for our consoles. And I think that's why he was thinking about making Minecraft exclusive. And then he
Yeah.
went and reneged on it, which I think was a good thing. Keep Minecraft the way it is. That thing print money just like GTA. But those
But
two titles have the ability to shift a fan base.
it's a good
Call
thing
of
he did
Duty
it.
is good, but I don't think it has the power to shift a fan base like that.
It's a good thing Phil Spencer left Minecraft on everything, because it's a good example of Microsoft not taking games away when they acquire a studio. You see, if they
Yeah.
did that, they could have smelled a little trouble for them, because the FTC could have said, look, they took away Minecraft. But because they didn't do that, that is a next talking point they could use in court. But this whole court case, they really dropped some nuggets. You all remember what Jim Ryan said concerning games that go on Game Pass? You all heard that?
Oh,
I'm gonna
we're talking about Game Pass.
I'm talking about we lied. Talking about the publishers and developers don't like it. Or don't see
No,
it like.
what he said is that he considers whatever game going on Game Pass to be first
Exclusive.
party exclusive.
Oh
So
wow!
that is a
Yeah, I
crazy
know.
talking point, because ponies are saying that what exclusive you all have, but your master Jim Ryan is saying we got plenty exclusives.
That's true. That's
Atomic
true.
Heart.
Good call out,
I
bro.
love it.
This is
I think I'm gonna make a video on that.
honestly, this is let me see here. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, door.
Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. I gotta bounce. We're good chatting up with y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Yeah, man.
Actually, this goes to show you how afraid, I won't say afraid, but how nervous, I won't even say nervous, how bothered, right? This is really putting PlayStation on their nose, on the tip of their toes.
Yeah.
Activision and Game Pass, Call of Duty and Game Pass, right? Because this is what this whole case been about. Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. This whole trial was filed on the premise of Call of Duty.
That was an error.
Right?
That was an error by the FTC and Sony.
Yeah, because because today the FTC tried to switch their stance and make it about all Activision games. They've been doing since this trial started. It ain't about Call of Duty no more. Now they're making the case for all Activision games, Diablo, Overwatch 2, and the judge. And over the last couple of days, the judge, even today, she kept reiterating, this is not about Diablo 4. This is about COD. This is about Call of Duty. This case is about Call of. She said that today. This is not about other Activision games. This case is about Call. And that's because
that was stupid on their parts.
Yeah, that's because over a year since all of this started, Sony and the regulators made this whole merger about Call of Duty, and now at the last minute, right, that they're in this position, they're trying to switch their stands and say, no, it's about all Activision games.
Yeah.
Notice
Yeah.
the words that the FTC has been using. They're trying to get away from just Call of Duty. They've been talking about Overwatch 2. They've been talking about Diablo 4. They've been
Yeah.
talking about Tony Hawk. They've been saying if Microsoft get all of Activision, all the Activision content, not just Call of
Hmm.
Duty. And the judge
Hmm.
came out and said, no, this is about Call of Duty.
Yeah.
This ain't about Diablo
Because
4.
y'all made it that they made it that way to make it
Because
about Call of Duty. Let's not switch. Y'all
yeah,
came in here with Call of Duty. We ending this thing with Call of Duty.
yeah. And now it's coming back to haunt them because if this case is being judged on the merits of what the initial issue was, which is Call of Duty, then Microsoft, you'll settle that with Call. Microsoft saying, look, y'all can have Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Now they're worried about the other content.
And this is it. And this is it. Call of Duty is a very big game, but Microsoft stands to benefit much more if Call of Duty is on everything. Why
And
would
guess
they want
what?
to take it away?
And guess what?
You understand?
And guess what, Pastor?
What's that? What's that?
An ex-Activision employee came out today and said
Hmm.
Activision has 4 unannounced games,
Woo!
excluding Call of Duty.
That's what we're
Excluding
talking about. That's what
4
we're talking
unannounced
about.
games, excluding Call of Duty. They have 4 unannounced games in development.
But I believe Jim Ryan already know this battle is lost. That is why he didn't even come in person. Right? All the major executives came in person. Jim Ryan decided to, come on via a tablet, via virtually. What's that? If this was so important, the guy should have shown in person and let his stance be made. Instead, virtually. Every big wig is coming in person. Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, Satya Nadella, all of them are showing up in court to state their case as to why this merger will be beneficial for
You know what I was
consumers.
thinking? You know what I was thinking?
What's that?
I was thinking of that you know you fucked up, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking of that meme. You know you fucked up, right?
But,
See what happened is that the FTC knew they was gonna lose the Call of Duty battle.
right?
And now they're trying to switch the argument.
They're trying to pivot.
They're trying to flip it to all Activision games.
Hmm.
Now, if you was in the hearing today and you was listening, notice they were, even with the economist, he was pushing the same thing. He wasn't just talking about COD. He was talking about if all Activision games are exclusive, they will prevent harm to
Yeah.
Sony. And
Yeah.
what baffled me was, and shout out to Alcoholic Gaming with the $2, Malibu Rum plus Orange Prime. Enjoy, drinks on me.
Mm.
This commercial is
Sounds good,
brought to
man.
you by Alcoholic Gamer. Drink responsibly. All right. What got me was that, and I said this in the Twitter space. You
Right.
have an American regulator trying to negotiate and defend a
Yeah.
foreign
Yeah.
interest,
That's kind of funny though.
right?
That's kind of funny. You understand? Because I'm thinking if they would have the same vigor and vim, if it was a Tencent or one of those other foreign countries was trying to
Mhm.
acquire Activision, right?
Yep.
Would they have this fire behind them? What is Lena Conte gain? I'm trying to understand what would she gain by pushing back so hard on these American companies? Because I'm seeing that she's doing the same thing with, I think it is it Apple.
Yeah.
Is it with Apple Boy? She's doing the same exact thing, but I don't know.
Well, Apple kind of I can't talk about it. I can't get into that.
Let's talk about
But yeah, yeah, but
yeah,
it's crazy that that's going on. At the same time that they're doing that, right? They're
I
now
believe,
trying to get access to all. They're trying to make sure all the Activision games
yeah,
remain on PlayStation, not just COD now. It ain't about just Call of Duty no more. They want all Activision games to
No, no,
remain.
no, no, it don't work so. Sorry, it don't work so.
It don't, but
Mm-mm.
it, yeah.
It can't work so. Look, I think you have a bill there, post. Pay your bill.
But I mean, that's the premise. That's the premise. And I always said this was going to come back and bite them in the butt because initially, when this all kicked off, they weren't even talking about old. I mean, they
I
was it was spoke about in the regulatory papers like the CMA and stuff like that. They were
I
spoken.
feel
Go
they
ahead.
saw the numbers Diablo did
Mhm.
because I believe Diablo it rose a little bit this time around, and
Yeah.
they started to see that Activision Blizzard is really a force to be reckoned with. Not only Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just one aspect, but there are some big titles that they have that they could have considered. You understand? And it was a real amateur move just to focus on Call of Duty. Now Phil Spencer said, "Yeah, I don't care about Call of Duty. You can have it, no problem. Let's get this
Yeah.
deal wrapped up." Now they want to switch to
Yeah,
Diablo.
because Microsoft is going to give them Call. Yeah, we'll keep Call of Duty there, but
Yeah,
this other shit we finna cook up. Um, it's not y'all ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying?
and I
But
know
that's
it's
what they're trying
sounding
to prevent. That's what they're trying to prevent.
and it's sounding like they're cooking a big meal supposed to have 4 unannounced games. That's not a small pot. That's a big pot, man.
Man, it's crazy because even Jim Ryan made a statement saying that Starfield being exclusive, he say, although I don't like it,
It's not a big deal.
exactly. He said,
Yeah,
although he don't look at it as anti-competitive. He said, I don't
exactly.
like Starfield being exclusive. I don't, and he's like, I might not like it, but it's not anti-competitive.
And it's funny how some of the PlayStation fans will downplay Starfield as being a major title. I know
Yeah,
how big Starfield is. Starfield is a huge game, right?
yeah,
I know what kind of audience that could draw because it's a Bethesda main game, right?
yeah.
Um, it's very ironic to see that if Microsoft did not purchase Bethesda, that
Mhm.
they were going to prevent Starfield from coming to Xbox, maybe
Yeah,
for a year, maybe for 2 years. We don't know. And I believe that it was the straw that broke the camel back because Phil said, enough of this. Enough of this. It's time to bring out the wallet.
let me see. Let me see here. This part was. Let me see here. Was it this part? Let me see here.
Was it right, right,
You
right?
say, are you saying? You see. So I think so. Where is it? Right here. Say what? Let me see. I don't even know where it's are. He said, my
Right.
analysis is comparing the future world with merger against a future world without the merger. This, in a nutshell, is why merger economics is tricky. And with the merger, you don't agree that it will be on PlayStation, or do you? All right, or you
Mm-hmm.
do. He said, I don't agree that it will be on PlayStation for certainty. Likelihood lower with merger than without. It's likely the foreclosure Activision content will occur in the console market. And then the judge pop in. The judge weighs in and say, one way or the other, you can't say whether car will be foreclosed. Like he couldn't, like
Yeah.
out of all that, I'm on economics and this and that world, this numbers and this number, he couldn't say whether car will foreclose PlayStation or not. Then at least say it's more likely then without the merger to be foreclosed. Just but you're
Right.
not prepared to say in your opinion that with the merger that it's likely to be. Because I think at this point the judge was getting fed up with
Yeah.
because he never directly answered the question with a yes or no. He always going to these
Yeah.
long, just
He
I
went
don't
to
be,
Alaska and come back. And
yeah.
I mean, when you're dealing with these professionals, you need to cut the commercials, get to the point, be direct, and be specific. And stop, cut
Yeah.
the commercials, man.
So he goes on to say, Lee says it's likely that Activision content will be foreclosed, but he's not going to say COD is likely to be withdrawn from PlayStation.
Look
So
at that.
this is see this is where he look. See, they're doing it again. Lee says it's likely that Activision content, so he's excluding COD from this, will be foreclosed, meaning
Oh,
that
right, but I see it.
see
Yep,
he's
yep,
saying
I've seen it. Yep,
Activision content will be foreclosed, meaning Microsoft will keep other Activision content off
yep.
of PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not going to say that COD is likely going to be withdrawn from PlayStation. So this is the premise that they've been trying to set for the last 2 or 3 days, because now it's not just about COD anymore. I
Yeah.
don't know if PlayStation came to them and said, "Look, we need all this Activision content." It ain't
Yep.
just about Call of Duty no more. So Judge Corley hops in again. She say there are a lot of popular games, not just Activision, and there's no way of predicting what's going to be the most popular game. When she
Yeah.
said this let me know she was seeing through the bullshit, and that she's not only processing the information that she's receiving, but she's comprehending it too. So she's getting it, downloading and processing, and then coming back out and saying, look, letting the lawyers and the economists know, look, you're not fooling me.
Yeah.
I got a grasp understanding of this merger in the gaming industry as a whole, because she doing this process, she understands everything that's going on, right? And the
Correct.
stuff that she didn't, she wasn't afraid to ask questions on. Then it goes on to say, are you suggesting that any purchase of a big developer is going to have anti-competitive effects? If it's particular to Activision, it's driven by COD, which is a unicorn. It certainly stands out separately. So I don't quite understand what you're saying. And this right here is when she made the unicorn remark about Call of Duty being this special title, independent of Activision other titles, right? And this is what the other economist is going to come in and right off the back and say, that unicorn comment you make is the furthest from the truth.
Right.
So he goes on to say, when you analyze all of the Activision's content, when you analyze all of Activision's
There's it
content,
again. There's
why
it again.
why didn't you analyze Call of Duty separately, right?
Yeah.
As to whether it was likely or whether there was the incentives to make that exclusive. See, here we
Mhm.
are again, right?
Yeah, there's it again. Mhm.
See, understand.
They're changing it.
They're switching it up. It's been
Yeah, they're
about
changing
Call
it.
of Duty. If it's about Call of Duty this entire time, right? Then why didn't you analyze and model Call of Duty separate or independent of Activision content? Because up to this point, outside of Call of Duty, the other Activision content ain't even been an issue. But somehow you included Activision content with the Call of Duty model. And she's saying, like, why you ain't do it separately? If y'all saying Call of Duty is this essential IP and what it is, then you should have did your model with Call of Duty independent of Activision content to prove that Call of Duty is this
Yep.
essential IP,
And that
which
makes
you did.
sense.
Exactly. Then it goes on to say, Lee, Lee, my economic opinion was that Microsoft, he told us about 50 times he was an economist. And
Exactly.
his economic opinion was
And
that, go ahead.
and I'll tell you something, Pose. That makes his argument look weak. He is not commanding the room. In
No,
my
at all.
economic opinion, no, be assertive, be confident, and say what it is you mean. Look, Elizabeth Bailey was not saying that. She
Yeah,
knows that she's confident. She knows that here what this is the facts. This is what
yeah,
I'm going to lay down to you, and she command the room. What
yep.
kind of dollar store economist did FTC get here?
Oh no, bro, they got that boy from Dollar Tree. Let me tell you. so he said my economic opinion was that Microsoft likely to foreclose COD as well as other Activision titles. There we go again. Once again, COD as well as other Activision titles.
Yep.
Notice the FTC position has totally changed. It's not
Changing it
about
up.
COD no
Mm-hmm.
more. They're
Mm-hmm.
now including, because I don't know, for some reason they're trying to make sure that Sony not only get access to COD, but Microsoft can't make any of Activision other titles exclusive, right? Right. So notice the change up.
Yep.
Notice the change up. All right. So he said
Right
COD
under
as
our
well.
nose.
He said COD as well as other Activision titles. There are others in the catalog. Example, Diablo. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Y'all saw the success
Diablo
of
is big. Diablo is
yeah,
big.
y'all saw the success of Diablo 4.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what they're saying. Because that's the only game y'all brought up was Diablo 4. That's probably the only
Yep.
game y'all knew in the catalog outside of that and the fucking Tony Hawk. And I
You
don't
could
know
sit here
how you was trying to compare Tony Hawk to Call of Duty. But go
exactly,
ahead.
but
Go
you
ahead.
could sit here a PlayStation platform without Diablo. That would be a blow. That would be a serious blow to Sony.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So to change the argument on the fly now, I don't know how well they will do in that because I mean I don't think they build their argument on the rest of Call of Activision titles. They built it
Yeah.
solely on COD.
Yep. So he goes on to say, Corley, and this is the judge Corley. The judge says, but if something is in a subscription service versus non-subscription service, doesn't that benefit
Yep,
consumers?
that boom, that's it right there. She understood it. She understood it, post. This judge is cooking with fire. She's not
She
cooking
was
with coals.
she was cooking, right? Then he comes and say, Judge, when you were talking about the vertical, now the judge come, I think there's still Corley. Corley, I think there's still a judge. When you were
Yeah.
talking about the vertical foreclosure theory and you had your Venn diagram, you excluded from that people who play COD on PC. Doesn't that suggest that playing on a PC is then a substitute for the console if you make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox? She was cooking.
Yeah, cooking. She cooking there.
Hold on, read that again. When you were talking about the vertical foreclosure theory and you had your Venn diagram, you excluded from that people who play Call of Duty on PC.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Why
that
did he exclude them?
suggest that
Mhm.
playing on PC is then a substitute for the
For the
console if
console.
you make Call of Duty exclusive to
Exclusive
Xboxes?
Xbox.
Because
Yeah.
Xbox is Xbox and PC. He was
Yep.
trying to say he was trying to say the opposite. He was trying to say PC is not a substitute.
Yeah.
And she was
But
like, go ahead.
all his talking points, she's reading through it. She's reading through it. You can see very clearly she understood
Yeah.
Microsoft position. She understood what the FTC is trying to say. And she's basically calling them out on their foolish logic. You
Yo,
understand?
he was trying to argue, he was trying to reason against what she was saying, where she was in the right. And I forgot what he said. He said something about peace, and then she goes, I guess his reason was that the PC is a multi-function device, is used for more than just gaming. She was like, yeah, it still would be she pretty much was saying it still would be a substitute because when people spend like what she say, when people spend like 1,000 or more on a PC, they're able to play games, but they also able to accomplish other stuff with that device as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
she was cooking. So she goes on and say, Xbox S has a price similar to Nintendo Switch. It seems to
Right.
me the obvious inference is that would then compete with the Switch, right? So here she was trying to
Compare
get,
the Xbox Series X,
but
the Xbox Series S
no,
with the
but
Switch.
also go back to that one market approach and
Yeah.
include that the Nintendo is included in this market, in that if the Series S is priced at a competitive price with the Switch, doesn't the Series S compete with the Switch? And if that's the case,
Correct.
is a Nintendo a part of this market that y'all trying to exclude them from, regardless of power profiles.
But how did she know that? How did she know that? I feel someone is helping her out to understand this thing. How did she know about that? Because the Series S's price is the exact same price as the Switch. $299, yeah?
Yep.
So that is direct competition.
Outside of that, the new Series S that just dropped, but yeah. Let me see here.
Yeah, outside of that, yeah, right. The 350 black version.
All right. And so it was some, so he's not going word for word. He's only getting key points.
Yeah, key points, yeah.
He's only getting key points because I'll have to provide some context to this. So earlier in the trial, there was a survey from I think it was from You On. Are you on or you?
Yeah, I heard about that survey. Yeah,
I forgot the survey. It was you. Let me see. Is it You On survey? I forgot your survey or something like that. It was. I forgot your Gov or YouGov survey. It was a YouGov survey, right?
And they were asking persons would they switch.
Right. And this was the survey that the FTC was using, and I think the CMA as well. The FTC and the CMA used. So what happened was he did an analysis on that survey, but never saw the survey.
Right.
He did an analysis on the YouGov survey, but never saw the data or read the survey.
No, well, that's foolish. How could you do an analysis on it but not see the data? You have to see the data.
So Judge Corley, I think something happened later in the trial, and he came back to that survey. I got to go back. I do apologize. I do apologize, y'all. It was so much information today.
Yeah.
To process.
A bombardment of information.
And I should have took notes like Everborn did. But I was just sitting up here listening. And I didn't know.
No, you had to take notes, man.
The economist portion of this was going to be that complex and confusing.
Yo,
I should have took notes because that threw everybody off. So let me get this off and then I'm gonna let you go past. He said, so Judge Corley on the survey of gamers Lee used, and he used this YouGov survey for his model, despite him not even having access to the survey or reading it.
No, he's lazy.
Yeah, so Judge Corley on survey of gamers Lee used, was it statistically significant sample? And then she say, so we don't know because you haven't seen the underlying survey data, right? And then she say, usually you would need to know what the underlying statistics were before you can draw a conclusion. Meaning that he used data from a survey that he didn't have the data on or none of that. She like, how you
come on, Paul. This guy is some idolatry.
She like, how you drawing these conclusions without seeing the underlying statistic?
This guy came out from idolatry.
He was like, you know what?
This is unheard of.
He was like, you know what? He's like, you know what? I'm sorry.
Hey,
he apologized a couple times doing this.
I am positive Sony is ducking his paycheck.
Look, man, it's so much, man, in this late, man. I'm gonna do a wrap-up show Saturday.
Yes. But first, you have to send me that link. Send me the link for the court, man. I need to listen to that and take some notes, man.
I got you.
Yes, send me that link.
Well, you're gonna have to find that. I was in a Zoom call. You're gonna have to go on YouTube and you do it.
I'm fine, right. I'm fine.
Yeah,
right.
Because it's not supposed to be rebroadcast.
So correct.
So this is what we're going to do. The Trillis was up. This is what we're going to do, right? Let me get this here. Shout out to Buck with the $10. Since Microsoft announced ABK deal, Diablo 4 $700 million. What? Diablo 4 did $700 million in 7 days. Diablo
That's a lot,
Immortal,
man.
a free-to-play mobile, 500 million in a year. Modern Warfare 2, over 1 billion. Three
Woo.
eventual billion-dollar IPs. Post why you think Microsoft won't close over the CMA. I'm gonna explain this, but I'm gonna explain this before I go. But I want to say this. What I'm gonna do is, because it's so much to process between Monday, Tuesday, and then today. That economist really just threw shit off. We was all confused. The lawyers was confused. The judge was confused. Even the people we was listening was confused. The whole reset forum was
Oh
confused
yes.
right along with us. Everybody on Twitter, we was all like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And it, and it and it was you. Some people reaction was that, man, this shit is boring. This dude is boring.
Yeah.
And some people had to fight through listening to him. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a mean show together Saturday. I'm gonna
Right.
put a I'm gonna work from now into Saturday to put a panel. I'm talking about me, Everborn, Asante, a whole host of people,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do a weekly breakdown of everything that took place this week because I think Thursday is closing arguments.
What
Okay,
time you coming on so I can listen in, man,
I'm gonna give y'all the time. I gotta work with the other guys and see
and see.
when they available, and I'm gonna see who else I can get on. But we're gonna do a weekly wrap up of this whole trial, and it's gonna be some of the most comprehensive information that y'all have seen on this whole thing. So you make sure if y'all not following the YouTube channel, please like, subscribe to the show,
Yeah,
and hit
man.
the notification bell so y'all can be notified each
Give
and
me a
every
little
time
like.
that we go live.
Give me a little
Mm.
sub too, man. I'm on my way to 300 subs, man. Give me
Yeah,
a little sub.
promote your channel.
Yeah.
Pastor.
So my channel is Island Gaming with Jay. If you all like, Xbox content, I do a little bit of Nintendo content as well, but
Mhm.
primarily Xbox content, and going after these ponies. Give me a sub, man. Give me a sub, right? I don't know if I could put my I don't know how to do it, post. I don't think I could put my my
Your
handle in the
link.
in the chat.
Oh, you just gotta let me see. Type something in the chat.
Oh, yeah, look at yeah, okay, yo. Yeah, man. Yeah, but this was a very cool discussion. I mean, this is exciting stuff, man. Let's see how it plays off, They said this deal was dead, but this deal ain't start to live yet.
Mm.
This deal is not living as yet. They said
Mm.
this deal was dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pastor,
right.
all you gotta do is drop your link in there. You got a wrench, so you could drop a link in there.
Oh, drop the link. All right, let me
Yeah,
see if
just
I
drop that
can.
link in there. Yeah,
Let
y'all
me see.
support Pastor channel. Pastor's a true bot. I'm trying to
Yeah,
train.
man.
I be trying to reach out to Pastor when he be on Z Show fighting Kratos and them.
Yeah, man.
I be
Right now,
trying to
Kratos
give
and them
him.
is dong bad, man.
Yeah,
They are dong bad.
well, let me do this. I wanted to show y'all this. Let me show y'all what it's come to. Let me show y'all what it's come to, man. Shout out my bro. I'm gonna get J Rock on here too, man. I gotta reach out to J. I'm gonna
All right.
try to put a crazy panel together Saturday to do a weekly wrap up. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where is it? And Past is an Xbox channel. He talk about Xbox. He love Xbox and stuff like that. So
Yeah, buddy.
I definitely want to. Where is it? I know
What are you going
J-Rock.
to show? Right now, I'm seeing ponies getting articles from Reset Era. All sorts of stuff, man. All sorts of stuff. They're really down bad. I was listening into a pony band space, and they kicked me out of the space.
They kicked you out of the space.
Yeah, they kicked me out. I wasn't even a speaker. I was just listening. Men
Did they
talking
pay you?
about, you know what they were talking about, post? They were talking about the heat sink to buy to improve.
Hold on. The pain is real. Check this out.
Oh yes, Marlon. Oh, buddy, I feel sorry for him.
Get what you pay for. So keep on.
The pain is real.
Keep on cheering Microsoft on to keep on buying stuff that we already been playing. Hear how stupid that sounds. Hear how pathetic that sounds. Just so that y'all can save money and get garbage in the process. You see, EA had to redeem themselves. EA was just, oh my God, horrible back in the day. Unfinished, unpolished, buggy, glitchy games. And they had to redeem themselves with Dead Space. They had to redeem themselves with Jedi Survivor, even though that game was buggy and had some glitches, but at least it was a decent game. At least EA tried to redeem themselves by putting out quality games. You don't keep doing the same stupid moronic thing and expect that you're going to win. Look at EA as a prime example.
This a different.
Don't sit here and tell me otherwise.
This a different type of hurt.
You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem.
This a different.
Don't sit here and tell me otherwise. Because some of you dudes are two-faced hypocrites. One hand you say, building great games don't really matter. And then on one hand you say, oh yeah, it does matter.
It's a different type of hurt.
So which one is it?
I could taste the pain for stuff.
EA had to, Ubisoft had to redeem themselves. Oh, let's not get it twisted. And y'all still gonna deny this?
Y'all gotta remember.
Y'all still gonna deny this? That building great games does not matter.
Blocked. Remember the celebration that was going on when the CMA blocked.
Yo,
stop wasting my time.
Stop.
Microsoft needs to be like Ubisoft and be like EA, redeeming themselves. Oh yeah. We didn't do our jobs. We didn't do our jobs when it comes to Starfield. Not Starfield. Redfall. So let's try to pretend like we're gonna do our job with Starfield. Oh, what Matt Booty said. Oh yeah, this game is not gonna be buggy and glitchy. It's gonna be perfect.
The dog look.
We will see about that. Because I don't trust Microsoft as far as I can throw them.
Look, this is the pay. Hold on. It don't stop. Hold on. We finna go out. On a note. It don't stop.
Sit there and half redeem themselves in a showcase. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. See them games over there, baby. They showed off 11 games, baby. See, told you, baby. They got 11 games. First off game there, baby. They got 14 games there, baby.
What kind of baby is this?
Well, majority of them we didn't even see freaking gameplay. In-engine footage there, baby.
That showcase, really.
Yeah, baby, this. Yeah, baby, that. Oh, it's so great. It is so great, baby.
Who was saying baby?
Microsoft.
Okay, hold on. Look at this. Hold on. It don't stop. Hold on.
Baby, bring it on, baby.
What? You said, but Digital Foundry said his Final Fantasy 16 was on Series X. It would have run.
What's going on?
What?
So hold on. So somebody in the comment section is telling him that Digital Foundry made a video saying if Final Fantasy 16 was on Series X, it'll run better. He making a crazy noise. Listen.
He said, but Digital Foundry said his Final Fantasy 16 was on Series X. It would have run. What?
Hey, Xbox have the better VRR.
If Final Fantasy 16 was on Series X, it would have ran without no issues. That would never happen.
What?
That would never happen.
What?
Please retract from what you said about Digital Foundry. That would never happen. What?
This guy's going crazy.
Yeah, okay. Don't listen. Digital Foundry, what? Oh, if Final Fantasy 16 was on Series X, it would have ran better. Do you see what's going on right now? Like, we barely have any true representation of Series X power and capabilities. Okay, bro. Man,
He don't even believe what he's saying.
bro, there's no way.
He don't even believe
there's no
what
way.
he's saying.
Yeah.
We still, bro, we got a roadblock.
You can't negate.
We got a
That's who they run
roadblock,
to.
and it's the Series S.
That's who they run to create. Their
You
power
honestly
now.
think that Final Fantasy 16 would have just look at Starfield? I mean, Starfield is a way bigger game, but look at Redfall. I mean, look at some of the simplest games that we expect to shine on Series X, and it's not shining. What?
Baby.
Tell you something.
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, okay, bro. Okay.
Yeah, baby. Yo.
This guy is mad.
Shout out to Aaron. Aaron with the $2. Pastor, what's your opinion on the $2 Game Pass increase?
Well, right now, as most of you all know, I am living in the heart of Wakunda. And if I could pay for Game Pass, even with this $2 increase, then guess what? You guys could play it as well.
Hold on. Say that again. Hold on. Say that again, Pastor.
I said I am living in the heart of Wakunda. And if I could pay for it, you guys could more than pay for it. You guys are America. Come on.
In the arms of the
Come on, guys.
I think I'm sleeping. I think it's too late. Oh. Yo, talk that talk, Pastor.
What do you mean? Come on, man.
Pastor say, how about Zamunda?
I am living in the heart of Zamunda. I could pay for Game Pass, even with the increase. You guys could more than pay for it, man. Stop crying. Don't get a good job.
Shout out to McThickens with the $5. Post, give him the dial and tell him to point it at the area where MS touched it when he's ready. This is why. Oh, we don't stop there. Peep this, y'all. Peep this. This, look.
The world's most powerful console. Let's take a look at it.
What you doing?
Yo, somebody put that in there.
No, I think you have a soundboard.
No, that ain't me. That's somebody who made this video.
What you doing there, man?
I'm trying to see now. Is he writing? Where is he writing up?
Who
There you
built
go.
him, man?
There you go. There you go. There you go. There it is. There it is. There it is.
He wrote 30.
Power
30 FPS.
your 30 FPS dreams. 30 FPS. Power
The PlayStation
your
box
dreams.
got 8K on
There it
it.
is. There it is. There it is.
Oh, that's
There
his
it is,
soundboard.
baby. There
That's
it
his
is.
soundboard.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, he hurt.
Yeah.
This is pain, bro. Like,
Listen to me. Post
That's
up
what's
ever
supposed
since
to be on
that
the
showcase.
no, that's
I'm not lying.
There it is.
that's Marlon's using
There
his
it is.
soundboard.
Yeah, that's the soundboard. What I'm saying, post up ever since that showcase.
There it is.
These guys are going crazy.
Yeah, Sony is king of what? Yeah. There it is. 12 teraflops, 30 FPS. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
He hurt. You can see it in his face.
There it is.
You
Microsoft
don't
flat
know
out
what to
lied to
do.
your face. Oh, Sony is king of what? Yeah. Power my nightmares. Power my 30 FPS games. Yeah.
This is horrible.
Boy.
Look, he don't even look
Listen,
at his
dog.
face.
Listen,
Yeah,
man. You ain't ready for this, bro.
His audio don't match
You ain't
his
ready.
visual.
I still have it though. Oh, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. You dudes ain't ready for me. Let's take a look here. Do you see the seal on this box? Oh, you still have it. I still have it because somebody sent this to me. Okay.
This is crazy. I can't even watch no more.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What is he doing right here? Hold on.
Is
hold
more
on.
games looking like Halo Infinite when they first showed it off? No, you want to
Hold on.
Is
What-
more games looking like Halo Infinite when they first showed it off? No, you want to Oh, Microsoft. Microsoft. Give me that Game Pass.
These guys are malfunctioning, boy. These guys are malfunctioning.
It's so
What
good,
is
Microsoft.
What the fuck?
Hey, you want some of this Sony? You want some of this Sony quality? Nah, get that out. Get that garbage out of here. Oh, Game Pass filler. So good.
Ray, I know. He
So
played
good,
to his
Microsoft.
base.
Get that Sony garbage out of here.
He played came to his base.
Yeah, but he's looking like a fool.
That's what I'm talking about, right? You got these PlayStation guys come out that's hardcore PlayStation. Then they flip and try to be neutral. Because I seen a video with him on Xbox, playing Xbox, and telling people, play what you love to play, this and that, play both systems and all that. Talking all that neutral shit.
Yep.
But now, after that pretty much Xbox showcase, and that Starfield Direct really set motherfuckers off, really. You got that, and the way this Activision shit is going, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know what to do with themselves now. It's crazy.
Listen to me. That narrative where Xbox have no game is nowhere to be found. Look, Microsoft. There was the email leaking that Microsoft is going to they paid IO Interactive to get this exclusive.
We want to be
Dragon game.
We want to be the Cookie Monster.
And you know what I think it is, Pastor? I think it's the fact that Xbox showcase, they showed 11 Xbox first party games.
Yep.
Right? They showed you present releases from first, second, and third party. They showed you all 3 or 4 first party games you're getting in 2004 alone. They showed you titles all the way up to probably 25, 26 that we know of, deeper into that. Right? Then Starfield Direct comes out and proves to be the behemoth that it is.
Yeah.
It proves to be a generation defining game that's going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC, right?
Correct.
And let me tell you something. That Starfield Direct really set the shit off. Microsoft show but that Starfield Direct was on another mother. I seen people reactions to that shit all over YouTube Shorts, TikTok, YouTube reaction, Twitter. Like that motherfucking Starfield Direct was everywhere. And all I was seeing was people saying, finally, a game that has everything I want in a game. Or you know what I'm saying? And now they salty, right? Because now you see, not only do you see Forza Motorsport and Starfield Direct dropping this year, you see 3 or 4 first-party games. Because Phil said that's still the stuff that's unannounced that he ain't even shown for next year. That ain't even been announced yet. And when you're looking at the PlayStation community and what Jim Ryan is doing, he's telling you by 2025, 2026, 60% of PlayStation revenue is going to be generated by PC and mobile. He's telling you within the next 2 years that you're going to have 10 games as a service launch first party wise, right? He telling you faction has been put on the shelf. He telling you y'all don't know shit about when Wolverine coming out or when it's going to be released. He's telling you you don't know what pipeline Sony has in place in terms of their first party games, right?
Right.
You know, third party releases. I'm talking about first party pipeline. And y'all concerned, right? Because on top of y'all seeing Microsoft, the Xbox Game Studios, and Bethesda in a rhythm right now, y'all know what that's going to look like when Activision come over. Y'all afraid. Y'all afraid. It's good. It's cool to be scared. It's cool to be scared.
Yes.
Hopefully everything works out with this Activision deal and they win this case. But what did I say? Be afraid. Be very afraid. What's that? That Jurassic Park where they had the water on top of the thing and poof, You saw the
Listen to me.
vibrations?
If these guys can't handle a good showcase, can't handle the potential buyout of a company, we are seeing that they are malfunctioning now. What would happen in the future post? What would these guys do?
I don't know, because the PlayStation they once knew doesn't exist anymore.
Correct. Correct.
That's what they're afraid of.
Hmm.
Because now you're dealing with a PlayStation that you don't know what to expect. Now, the
That's right.
PlayStation back in the day that you were used to, you knew that they were, first party, big single player games, high production value, cinematic games, wop 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 the bam. You know what I'm saying? With great third party exclusives. This
Correct.
this new PlayStation under this new regime, you know what I'm saying? 10 games as a service. One of the games as a service been put on the shelf. The other game as a service been canceled already. So that 10, you're down to 8 already. And they ain't
Yep.
even hit the door yet. Right? They not used to this PlayStation. But guess what? We had to deal with our transition with Xbox years ago.
Yeah.
We did with
Hmm.
our shit years ago. People weren't happy. A lot of the Xbox community wasn't happy about Xbox Anywhere. They weren't happy about Microsoft doubling down on PC. We got through that shit though. We
Right.
dealt with our shit years ago, and we made it. Mama, we made it. But they're afraid of two things. They're
Yeah.
afraid of the position Microsoft is in right now,
Right.
from the top down. I don't care what they tell you about Microsoft being third place. Microsoft is officially a threat.
Correct.
Are officially a threat right
Correct.
now. And they are a threat to a ecosystem that they are unfamiliar to because of the drastic changes that ecosystem is currently going through. And it's crazy because that ecosystem is now aligning with its competitor.
Yep.
Cloud, PC, mobile, right? And no, you don't have day and date on PC because your PC infrastructure is not well thought out or built out like Microsoft is. Microsoft create one game across Xbox and PC. One game, one development cycle. Sony hasn't got to that stage yet. But once they get to that stage where they're able to create one PlayStation game across PlayStation and multiple devices, including PC, like Microsoft do, which that developer they just recently acquired is going to help them get there, then you're going to see it. But they're in unfamiliar territory. You know what I'm saying? So
And you see, they don't know how to deal with not being on top. They don't know how to deal with it. That is why this guy is only saying baby, baby. Which Xbox guy was saying, yeah, baby, come on, man, Game Pass, baby. This
yeah,
guy is going crazy.
was he saying yeah, baby, when Final Fantasy 16 was 720p and sub 30?
Ooh, buddy,
baby, baby,
baby.
baby, baby. You feel me? Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna play this one last video.
Yeah.
That's what we want to be. We want to eat everything. We don't care what it look like, what it tastes like. We don't care. Because Xbox fans lack taste. They don't have no taste at all. Anything Microsoft puts out and put it in Game Pass, nom, 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 nom. It's all, we gonna eat it all up.
This is hurt.
Freaking shame, man. Get you that Game Pass cookie. Here you go. Here go that Barbie cookie too.
Look at
here go that Barbie cookie and that Game Pass cookie.
I love the pain. I love the pain. Keep the pain coming.
We want to be the cookie monster.
Look at the pain on that brother's face.
Keep the pain coming.
Look at the pain on his brother's face. All right, man,
But there's
we
more
out
to
here.
come. Yeah, man.
There's more to come, man.
Yeah, man.
Make sure
Thanks
y'all
for the
tune
invite,
in.
man.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Chat.
gonna holler at you later.
Yeah, man. Take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm about to get ready and close this out, y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the platform and showing up and showing out. Over 200 some people. Let's see, 11 o'clock about to be 12 midnight, man. Y'all support is unreal. But we gonna I'm gonna go live. What's today? Tuesday. I'm going live again after the hearing tomorrow because Satya and Bobby Kotick is gonna be is getting cross-examined tomorrow. So we're gonna connect tomorrow. We gonna stream all this week, all the way up into Saturday, where we're gonna do a wrap-up of everything, and I'm gonna try to get a gang of content creators on here to give their perspective. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a great night. GG to everyone. Man, the support is unreal, man. I'm about to cry. Those stupid ponies. Shout out to Dirk Griggity. All right, man, y'all have a good one. We're gonna start it. We're gonna end the night with some smoke because we want all the smoke.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
Talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
If you really don't like me, talk to my right hand man's not sincere, but that
Cannon.
Talking bullshit will cause flares from that
Cannon.
What's that sound? Yeah, boy, that's that
Cannon.
Street dreamer, hood demeanor without the beam or the beamer. Flexing in the arena, John Cena, Muhammad Ali. Clash is crazy the way I sway from the clinkers. Fresher than the cleaners. Never trust a chick and I mean it, but in the bed she a demon. A wizard with the balls, no arenas. Put a genius on my penis. Clear a nigga thinking. Foot to the gravel, this the road less travel. Was ownership over money, y'all money in the barrel. Dummies in the barrel, shooting dummies from the barrel. See the sign pointing up? You stuck on the lights to notice in this scenario. Please follow the arrow. You niggas don't move me or improve me. Ignorance is the new cool now, you can lose me. Yeah, I'm original. What's up with all these auto copies? Barber bar shit on niggas. Mr. Porter Potty, don't become on first 48. We don't report bodies, we abort in courts for hobbies. From the basement to the lobby to the penthouse. You niggas get sent off, my niggas get sent out. Running through checks while you niggas getting checked out. Why you niggas getting checked out? If you don't know where your bitch been, don't try to kiss that. Cause 9 out of 10, I probably been with that. Big dude, big Jews, minus the 6 packs. Still move like them little dudes.